Okay, now we're in Doki Doki Literature Club. Okay, so for my friend, I'll just call him Sponge. If he's watching this, please skip this part because there's a lot of spoilers and I don't want to spoil it for you, like, at all. And I love you so much. So shout out to Sponge Pony. Go subscribe to his channel too. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. The girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you would never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just saw an idol in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. This looks like a Gacha Life background, to be honest with you. That's sounded cringy. I overslept again! Sorry. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Jasmine. Yeah, I know. Haha. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me, after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Anyways, we cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become more increasingly speckled, I don't know how to say that, with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Jasmine, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any... Oh my god! I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did. In one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Is he a Discord boy? I'm sorry. Huh? I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I'll die at the thought of you becoming a... No. In a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. All right. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself... I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. Of her head, sorry. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori must have come into the classroom while spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You haven't seen me, but okay, buddy. She's so cute. I love Sayori, my baby. She's so cute.
You don't need to wake up. What? Wake up?
What? You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know.
Know what? Well, you could
How to fix a kid started showing weird information. So,
let me do this.
There is no way I'm going to your club. Meanie.
Sayori is vice president of the literature club.
Not that I was ever aware she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm gonna be the anime club.
Come on, please. Why do you care so much
anyway?
Well, I kind of
told the club yesterday I'll bring in a new number. And that's it, he made cupcakes and everything.
Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that
much of an airhead, or if she's so,
I don't know how to say that, as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh.
Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go!
And this today marks
the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I follows Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Everyone, the new member is here.
Wait, no.
Everyone, the new
member is here.
I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure to meeting you. She looks calm, so I'll do her voice calm. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Jasmine! What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Because I like high school girls as well.
Anyways.
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Kawaii-sama.
Anyways. Natsuki.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure thinks she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. So don't say things like that.
Yuri, who appears comparatively more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki.
Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica. Is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Jasmine. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Jasmine.
We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica.
I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table.
As you already mentioned,
It's been widened so that there is
one space next to Monica and one space next to
Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and
Yuri opens the closet.
Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay. That's not her. Okay, are you ready? Ta-ta! Wow!
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats.
The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea we were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Yuri grabs one first, then Monica.
I follow.
It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite?
I finally bite down.
The icing is sweet and full of flavor.
I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Okay, my thing is, why would they wonder if she made it herself? Isn't she the one who walked in there?
Why are you thanking me? Haven't I heard this somewhere before?
Made them for you or something.
I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for you know, you dummy. All right. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry,
the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me.
So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question.
Something tells me I shouldn't tell
Monica that I was practically dragged in here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so...
That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We will make sure you feel right at home, okay?
As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics
around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicly and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally
enjoy and make something special out of it. And if I encourage others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't any more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile.
But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Graduate! Anyways.
Right. Right, everyone?
Yeah! So do our best. You know it!
Everyone... Okay, agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal.
Monica must have worked really hard to find these three.
Maybe that's why they were also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level. Good God, man!
Of
something about literature. So, Jasmine, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past... oh my god. Considering how little I've read these past years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. As I said, I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the room for a teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep philosophical elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the mental level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. True horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, and if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, what's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes start over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Yuri settles up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems. Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your voluntary abilities, I don't know how to say that, dude, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next we'll meet and we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Jasmine? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're all to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly, I'm just going to say come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Shigori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and that was my train of thought. All four girls
Stare back at me with
dejected eyes. But I'm sorry. I thought, Jasmine, you all. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Yes! I'm so happy! She already wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down.
Hey! You really did scare me for a moment.
If we really just came for the cupcake, I'd be super mad.
Then that makes it official.
Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone.
I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting
Meeting on a good
note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write the poem to bring
to the next meeting.
meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more. Jasmine, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me.
Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Jasmine, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Yuri and I never
Walk home together anymore because you always stayed after school for clubs.
Sure,
Might as well. Yay! Video was getting long. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. Oh my god, I keep forgetting. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club?
Perhaps I will have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls.
Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure
Good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight.
it's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay. Precious, shiny bubbles. I love bubbles. Daydream. Lollipop. Starscrape. Headphones. Wonderful. Kawaii. Childhood, actually. Ribbon. I love ribbons. Or no, sparkle or bliss. Hold on, chat. Or kitty. I love cats, so kitty. Oh my god, I keep clicking the wrong button. Kitty. Scars. Romance. Memories. Secretive. Romance. Or cute, huh? I'll do romance. Adventure. Flower. Games. Blanket. Empty. Blanket. Marshmallow. Bunny. Imagination. Sugar. Silly. Last one. Spinning. Okay, we did it. Okay, we're back at the class.
Hi again, Jasmine.
Oh my god, I keep forgetting. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry.
This might be a little strange for me, but
I at least keep my word.
well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else was already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Jasmine. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. So you already told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Natsuki, you clearly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. But
Natsuki finds herself stuck between seeing Monica and manga.
That's embarrassing.
Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated,
Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. Jasmine always gives it his best, as long as he's having fun.
He helps me with busy work without me even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable.
Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's
distracting. You almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so?
You two are really good friends, aren't you?
I may be a little jealous.
How come? You and Jasmine can become good friends too.
Sayori.
I keep stuttering.
As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation you just put me into. Oh, Yuri even bought you something today, you know. But wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy.
It's really nothing.
What is it? Never mind.
Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It will make me happy no matter what.
Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big
deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. Oh, that's so cute! It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read.
We could, discuss it if you wanted. This is
how is this girl accidentally being so cute? How? You like high school girls, and I can tell.
She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much.
Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this.
I don't know how to say that word! Take the book.
Phew.
Well, you can read it at your own pace.
I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. So Yuri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is
anyways, rummaging around in the closet. Ugh! I hear Natsuki other expressions shy. I cannot say that.
It's from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. My words are so bad today. You're looking for something in there? Freaking Monica! She never puts my stuff
back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up?
Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf.
Manga? You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face.
What's that supposed to mean?
I see. There's a long volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. God dang! She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better.
Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world.
I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring.
Perfect Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either
It's simply terrible. If you're going to judge, you can do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything.
It was the tone of your voice.
But I'll tell you one thing, Jasmine. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover.
In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Perfect Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire, striking, animated, feminine poses.
Oh? Don't just stand there.
Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. And then she takes a seat against the wall, beneath the She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there.
Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that.
What's that?
I guess it's easier to be close together like this.
Don't say that. Don't make me feel weird about it.
Nasuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't expect to be sitting here this close to her either.
Not that I can say that it's a partially bad thing. I opened the book. It's only a few seconds before Nasuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space which while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am.
Wow, how long has it been since I
read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through
the older volumes every now and then?
Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished a series.
Hey, aren't you paying attention?
I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time.
It looks like it's a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these, since
it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So,
what should I expect from this? Is there going to be plot? Well, obviously, I think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot. Well, I guess I know what you're saying.
A lot of the beginning is just, it's about simple things.
Like there's a really fun chapter where you're obsessed with the guy at the ice cream shop.
But that just helps you
get to know the characters.
And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's kinds of drama. Like when they get into all their backstories and when some of the romance starts to begin.
That's really what it makes it so good. There are so many touching parts.
As that show. So, it sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated. Hey, wait! What's that supposed to mean?
Nasuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't yet seen you at your full power. Good save.
This chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga?
Well, Nasuki pauses for a moment, as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious.
Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Like, I would get into anything. Like, I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. I would feel bad for anybody that impressionable.
Ha! Definitely not a coincidence.
I guess that explains Nasuki's interest in baking. Still, all of the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones.
Not to mention, she's really good at it.
So who am I to judge?
We read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you?
It's not!
Even though you're just watching me read?
Well, I'm fine with that, if you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean?
You don't? That's not... well, wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in?
Jeez.
Sorry. Like I could ever get my...
Like I could ever get any...
Oh my god. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. Finally. You just think manga is for kids.
I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet?
It makes me want to punch them in the face. Ugh, those kinds of people.
Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess
Gravity? Eminem.
So I guess I Eminem'd towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Monica was kind of a jerk about it.
Ugh, I just can't win, can I?
Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it?
I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems.
Maybe. But at least you were enjoying yourself, right?
So? Jeez, that's enough! Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. From Project Seka! Anyways.
What did I say Vocaloid? I was thinking of Luca from Vocaloid. Sorry, guys. She's not. I don't know if he is. I forgot. Loki. The girl from Project Sekai. Anyways.
I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usually bossy tone.
But she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends. I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling when you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki for whom it's a rare experience. The thought makes me smile a little to myself.
Okay, everyone. Are you all ready with today's poems?
Oh, come on!
Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time.
Though you do look pretty cozy over there.
Natsuki suddenly noticed how close she's gotten to me.
She hastily slides herself a good
12 inches away from me. Oh, dang. Alright, guess I'll stop here for now. I closed the book and handed it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happened? Yeah, but...
Monica just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you.
Is that really alright?
I say that mostly because I didn't plan on using my spare time to read this.
Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home.
Just finish that one before tomorrow, so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you.
Okay, buddy. By tomorrow, I only get part way through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some notes if I try to get through this. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's authentic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright, I hope I said that right.
Alright then.
I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah.
My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing.
I couldn't really find much inspiration, since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with?
I can't wait!
Sayori and Monica, I don't know how to say that.
Pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of
loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's handwriting from where I sit.
Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags.
I do the same myself.
Who should I show it to first? I don't know, dude. I'll just choose my favorite character, so... Or should I just go, stop, go. Stop. Sayori. I picked Sayori. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend, after all. Oh my goodness!
This is so good, Jasmine. I love it! I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer, at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either.
Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be
a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's.
Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? No, I'm sure that's part of it.
I think I understand you better than a lot of other people you know.
I think I said don't by accident. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Jasmine poem. And that makes it feel extra special.
Oh, I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest.
You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy just that you wrote one.
It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room.
Well, of course.
I'm not really into it yet, and that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See?
It looks like I said before, Jasmine. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know.
Trying new things like
This for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori
sees the full picture of my motive here.
Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah, and I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay?
That'll be my way of thanking you. All right, I'm going to hold you to that then.
Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right?
Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my
blinds in the morning.
It makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed.
Make me rub the sleepy from
my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? This is so cringy. I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too.
If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever.
But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No!
Just a little bit.
You can't
answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean.
I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that. It was a bad poem. Hold on, my friend's texting me.
So guys, I might have to end it here because this video will be super long if I do this. So I'll make a part 1, part 2, and maybe a part 3 of this. But for the last time, shout out to Sponge Pony. Go subscribe to his channel, actually. It'll be right at the end of the video. So, this is part 1 of the, I can't speak. Part 1 of, Doki Doki Literature Club. Bye!